Hunter, run away, hurry.
Let's get it! Come on! Get you!
Run, Hunter, run.
We're back here, you!
Run, Hunter, run.
Now, you wouldn't believe it if I told you.
But I could run like the wind blows. I was running.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. 2023 was the year of F around and find out. It was the F aroundest of times and the find outingest of times. Many big brands and many big powerful people F'd around that year and found the F out. And we hoped that trend would continue into 2024. We prayed that trend would continue into 2024, and it has. First, we have the Epstein client list dropping and Bill Clinton literally fleeing the country. Now we have Hunter Biden walking into Capitol Hill to sit in on his own contempt of Congress hearing, acting like the big boy. So big, so powerful, so scary, with all of his Secret Service and taxpayer-funded guards around him, and he ran away, pissed his pants like a little bitch in the hearing. It's so awesome. Oh, and we are here for it, ladies and gentlemen. Hunter walks out of congressional hearing after Republicans start laying out why they should hold him in contempt of Congress. What an absolute cretin. What a coward. What a scumbag. And what a little biggity bitch. Okay, what happened here, ladies and gentlemen? Hunter Biden sparked utter chaos on Congress Capitol Hill. He walked into a ridiculous PR stunt by making a shock appearance at the Republican hearing to hold him in contempt. The president's troubled son, 53, staged a spectacular stunt and listened in as Nancy Mace, representative, said he had no balls and should be in jail for refusing to sit for a deposition behind closed door. About 17 minutes later, he got up and walked out as Marjorie Taylor Greene started to question him over the business dealings with his father. This was after Hunter Biden went and cried like a little in a press conference late in 2023. He went and he literally cried, a 53-year-old man literally crying on Capitol Hill. One of the most privileged, pretentious, and truly groveling performances, humiliating, degrading performances that I have ever seen in politics. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Hunter Biden legitimately walking out of the committee hearing room as soon as Marjorie Taylor Greene, the great Marjorie Taylor Greene, starts asking questions.
Gentlemen, time's expired. Chair recognizes Ms. Greene from Georgia for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently you're afraid of my words.
Whoa! Oh.
I'd like to reclaim my time, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, yeah, there he goes. Hunter Biden was probably a little scared that Marjorie Taylor Greene would have some of these flashcards from his laptop handy.
Of Hunter Biden making sex tape. Excuse me, this is my time. Making pornography.
Should we be displaying this, Mr. Chairman, in the committee?
Lady's time's expired and went 2.5 minutes over. If Mr. Bufume wants the 2.5 minutes, he can have it if he wants.
Oh, yeah, baby. Marjorie Taylor Greene straight up showing Hunter Biden committing crimes. Obviously, you can't sex traffic across state lines. This is a violation of the Mann Act. This is American law. Hunter Biden should be in prison for this, and many, many other things. Nancy Mace should maybe go to jail for her metaphorical public beatdown of Hunter Biden. Check it out.
Time's expired.
We would have loved that.
Do any other members wish to be heard? Chair recognizes Ms. Mace from South Carolina.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Chairman Comer. First of all, my first question is who bribed Hunter Biden to be here today? That's my first question. Second question, you are the epitome of white privilege, coming into the Oversight Committee, spitting in our face, ignoring a congressional subpoena to be deposed. What are you afraid of? You have no balls to come up here and...
Mr. Chairman, point of inquiry.
Mr. Chairman,
If the gentle lady wants to hear from Hunter Biden, we can hear from him right now, Mr. Chairman. Let's take a vote and hear from Hunter Biden. What are you afraid of?
Hold on. Order.
What a clown show.
Are women allowed to speak in here? No. Could you keep interrupting me?
I'll interrupt the
You keep
chairman. I don't know
interrupting.
that he's a lady.
I think that
What an
that Hunter
absolute
Biden should be
clown.
arrested right here, right now, and go straight to jail. Our nation is founded on the rule of law.
Come on.
And the premise that the law applies.
Yeah, Democrats are going to have to really, hopefully, thankfully, they have Obamacare because they're going to need to get their lips surgically removed from Hunter Biden's ass. Tom Fitton saying, friend of the show, saying that Republicans, if he's on Capitol Hill and they find him in contempt, then they should order his arrest, which they can. Capitol Hill has prisons. Capitol Hill has their own cops, and they could have ordered Hunter Biden's direct arrest. Ladies and gentlemen, James Comer saying the president's son is not above the law. Hunter Biden's willful refusal to comply with the committee's subpoenas is a criminal act. All Americans must be treated equally under the law, and that includes the Bidens. Ooh, it is just so absolutely and totally delicious watching this scene of Hunter Biden running scared like a little biggity from Marjorie Taylor Greene. Let's see it from a different angle. This one is capturing Marjorie Taylor Greene's response afterwards.
From Georgia for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently, you're afraid of my words.
Whoa! Oh.
I'd like to reclaim my time, Mr. Chairman.
Kind of burst their bubble. Wow, that's too bad.
I think it's clear and obvious for everyone watching this hearing today that Hunter Biden is terrified of strong conservative Republican women because he can't even face my words as I was about to speak to him. What a coward.
What a coward, ladies and gentlemen. The memes, of course, are filling the internet of Marjorie Taylor Greene, chasing after Hunter Biden. Tim Burchett, one of our favorite members of Congress, poses a selfie with Hunter Biden, saying Biden walked out while MTG started talking. Apparently, he can't stand a strong woman he doesn't have control over. And here, again, are the funny memes. Yes. Thank you. Get him. Lasso. Go. Love it. It is not a pretty sight when Hunter Biden comes on Capitol Hill and Hunter Biden caused complete and total chaos. Hunter Biden, of course, marching through the halls of Congress and
Mr. Biden, you plan on testifying today, sir? Anything you want to say to the committee?
creating a circus
Is this it?
here. But that didn't mean that Hunter Biden didn't actually have to answer some tough questions. Like, for instance, this question when Hunter Biden was asked about his business dealings with his father, which, of course, is what this impeachment investigation is all about.
Why did you put your dad on speakerphone with your business partners if you had no involvement in your business?
Do you have a dad? Does he call you?
Yes.
Do you answer the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
But why didn't you need to talk to him during business meetings if he had nothing to do with your business?
Hunter not denying that he did put his father on speakerphone.
Oh, man, baby. You wonder why they don't want him to testify. Hunter Biden also asked what kind of crack you're on today.
Other side of me.
Hunter, what's your favorite type of crack? Are you on crack today?
Hunter, what's your
Mr.
favorite?
Biden, why did you put your dad on speakerphone with your business partner?
And it happened again.
Please, I'll answer your question if you be quiet and let me make a statement, okay? What kind of crack do you normally smoke, Mr. Biden? Let me.
It's too good. Okay, so after Hunter Biden had left the hearing room, there were still bombs being dropped by some of our favorites. Byron Donalds is one.
Be very clear, this isn't about Hunter Biden's white privilege. It's about Hunter Biden's Democrat privilege. Because Donald Trump Jr. showed up for 5 congressional subpoenas. There was never this circus where he was subpoenaed by House Democrats and he showed up on the Senate side or showed up at the White House to answer in some fake, phony, lame press conference, not actually going to the House and doing what he was compelled by a subpoena to do. Hunter Biden did that. And then he has the unmitigated gall to show up here when we know that we're going through actually the legislation for contempt with, by the way, Mr. Chairman, we should actually get to the legislation of contempt. The speechifying is great, but let's do our business, members. He has the gall to come here, show up, and then when the Democrats are saying, hey, he wants to speak, he leaves. This is a joke. This is a farce. The man has been subpoenaed by Congress.
Way to call it out, because Donald Trump Jr. has absolutely multiple times had to go and sit through subpoenas and sit through depositions and do it behind closed doors for dozens and dozens of hours. 5 total behind closed doors meetings, many of them run by absolute and total lunatics of the left, chasing down hoaxes, right, about Donald Trump. Like legitimate hoaxes. Now, Donald Trump does, of course, inspire great sexual arousal from the left. They can't help themselves, as evidenced by the questioning that happened after Hunter Biden had left the room. You'd think all the sexually explicit content would have gone out the door with Hunter Biden. Nope.
Passion from my friend across the aisle and the outrage. I think we're all outraged about many things, but if we're going to talk about outrageous things that have happened or things that have never happened, let's talk about the fact that President Trump incited an erection, and maybe that too.
Yeah, you could talk about that too, I guess.
Maybe we should talk about that too. The president incited an insurrection.
Makes me very happy actually watching clips like that. I like it when the veil falls and you like everyone can get actually a little bit of laugh out of how ridiculous this moment is. There are some people who aren't laughing, and rightfully so. Marjorie Taylor Greene posting on social media after the hearing, Hunter Biden looked like an absolute fool, a joke, and a toddler having a temper tantrum, and he got caught being in trouble. Hunter ran away from me because he's afraid, but he's not just afraid of me. He's afraid of the truth. Marjorie Taylor Greene, ladies and gentlemen.
Hunter Biden looked like an absolute joke. He looked like a fool. He looked like a toddler pitching a temper tantrum when he got caught for being in trouble. And, here comes Hunter today when we're holding our hearing to hold him in contempt of Congress. But yet we had President Trump's kids came in and sat under Democrat congressional subpoenas, were questioned for hours and hours on end. But Hunter Biden couldn't even show up when he was subpoenaed. He can't obey the law. That is what is being proven over and over again. We're also investigating Eric Swalwell, who helped him evade the subpoena when we worked with his attorneys for him to come in. See, that's another thing. We subpoenaed Hunter Biden, and our committee worked with Hunter Biden's attorneys and agreed on a date for him to come in for a transcribed interview, which is exactly how all committees work in Congress. You always start with a transcribed interview with a witness, and then you hold a public hearing. So we had completely agreed with his attorneys, transcribed interview first, that's what the subpoena was for, and then we were going to hold a public hearing. But Hunter Biden has done nothing but try to twist and spin and lie about this entire thing. And I am particularly insulted when he walked out, or he ran away, we should say. He's such a coward. He ran away when I was recognized, my 5 minutes to speak. Here's Hunter Biden, hires women for sex, flies them across the country, which is a violation of the Mann Act. That's trafficking women. Brings them from California to Washington, D.C., films himself and takes pictures of himself having sex with them. Then he uploaded these pictures and videos to porn sites. That was his actions. But yet he's upset and worried because I showed the proof and evidence of Mann Act violations in here in our hearings. He didn't want me to bring that up and talk to him about that. He did not want me to bring up what his father's own words were about honoring subpoenas. And President Joe Biden said that Steve Bannon, Peter Navarro, and others should belong in jail if they don't obey their subpoenas. Well, let me tell you, Hunter Biden belongs in jail, not just for evading our subpoena. He belongs in jail for Mann Act violations. He belongs in jail for making millions of dollars from foreign countries, selling out his father's power and political favors. There's a lot of reasons why Hunter Biden belongs in jail, but I think he proved to everyone today he can't follow the law.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Marjorie Taylor Greene, a fighter, somebody on our program who is regularly on our program, who is regularly making the case that the Bidens are a massive criminal enterprise, just like every single organized government around the world. And it's important to know these things. It's important to define them. And it's important to acknowledge that that is how things operate, right? The oligarchy is the rule. And it's up to us, the people, to regain power and restore a republic. It always has to happen that way. And so that is what we do on this channel. That is why we wish to stay free and based, ladies and gentlemen, and why we're so embarrassed and entertained by Hunter Biden's little temper tantrum that he threw on the Hill today. Oh, and by the way, one other little thing that I really wanted to bring attention to. The first thing that was shown, the first slide that was shown was from our show today. The first salty slide was a quote from our show, from the Benny Show in October. So we say, thank you. We are changing the country. And we're going to save this great place. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay based.